sweat. Magandang umaga, magandang araw, magandang gabi. Hello internet kaibigans! Ako po si Rachel, your favorite FILAM fangirl. And today, we are going to be talking about birthdays! Why are we talking about birthdays today? Because it is ako birthday, our birthday. It's my birthday today. So I thought I would celebrate with you all by talking about the Filipino tradition of birthdays. I actually have to be quiet right now because in sa bahay or bahay ako, everyone is sleeping and it is 3 in the morning right now. But aside from that, I'm just so excited because it is my birthday and I wanted to talk to you about what are the main differences between having a birthday in the American culture and having a birthday in the Filipino culture.
Maligayang bati to me!
The importance of birthdays. In the American culture, in the American culture, birthdays are not as prioritized. On the other hand, in the Filipino culture, birthdays are like holidays. And when a person celebrates their birthday, it's not just a celebration of like, oh, I get to party. It's a celebration of life. For Filipinos, a birthday is a time to honor a person, to honor their life, and give thanks for being alive. I also learned that birthdays are very important in the Filipino culture, mainly because when the Spanish were heavily influencing all holidays in the Philippines, birthdays were something that the Filipino people were able to hold on to. Filipinos love birthdays so much that they actually have a word for celebrating it. It's called, I didn't know about this before I looked it up, but it's called a birthday blowout. I don't know, comment below if you know what that is. According to what I read, a birthday blowout is often used to describe any over-the-top celebration.
In an unspoken yet clearly understood custom, a birthday celebrant is expected to treat family and friends to a fantastic feast, preferably a nice restaurant.
Birthdays are just so much more valued and have such a stronger importance in the Filipino culture, which I think is really funny because throughout my life growing up, my mom made myself, or just all the birthdays in our family, so like we'd always do at least something. And all the way from my first birthday all the way up to 20, about 20, that was probably my last birthday party. Everything else after that, I was like, I'm so tired, please. Can I just have cheese and wine or just bring a little friends over? All of my life, I've only known birthday parties. So it's just really funny that it just innately was a Filipino culture thing that I didn't know was being implemented. So thanks, Mom. Food! You know I love food. In the US, when it comes to food, normally people would just go out to a fancy, nice restaurant and they just go out to eat with their closest family. The immediate family members, meaning mom, dad, siblings. That's it. No aunties, no uncles. Just what? That's it. Maybe you'll get someone to sing you happy birthday at the restaurant, but maybe. And that's it. That's the American culture birthday. Or not at all, because sometimes like people don't even like celebrating their birthday. But with food for Filipino birthdays, yes, I have a list. Let's start with pancit bihon. Pancit bihon or pancit palabok. If you don't know what pancit is noodles. Basically, pancit is made to represent a long life. This comes from the Chinese food symbolism that when you are cooking the pancit, you can't cut it because that would be like cutting the long life. You would cook it and then everyone would eat it and whoever eats it will have a long life. I'm probably gonna have a really long life because all my life I've been eating pancit from so many different birthdays.
I hope they didn't cut the pancit.
Pancit is just one of the many foods that you see. You always have to have that kanin, bistec, the kare-kare. Oh, so good. And you always have to have the desserts like kangkanin, bibingka, what else? Puto. There's like a lot of desserts I can't think of right now. Oh, and the cake. The whole shebang. Like you will see feast at Filipino birthdays. Which brings me into the whole other topic. Who is invited to your celebration? I did mention before that it is usually immediate family that goes to eat at a nice restaurant, but when you are at a Filipino birthday, literally everyone and their mother is invited. Titas, uncles,
neighbors you don't even talk to sometimes.
Which, I mean, it's crazy. The reason why I wanted to mention who's invited is mainly because somebody's gotta eat all that food, right? Party games. In the American culture, the types of party games that you'll usually see is a piñata, musical chairs, board games, many different kinds of board games. And then in the Philippines, you'll see something similar to a piñata that you'd see here in the United States, and it's called BLOWOUT. It's a clay pot filled with candies, and the children are blindfolded, and then they have to use a pole or a stick to try to break the pot. I mean, it is basically a piñata, but like a really hard piñata that you have to hit. I've never hit a BLOWOUT. Another popular favorite, which you can all probably guess, the karaoke. Filipinos love their karaoke. They will be singing it. And yeah, it's not really a game, but it is an activity that you'll see very often at a Filipino birthday party. I guess that's it for the differences between American culture and Filipino culture birthdays. However, there was this one thing that I thought was super interesting that I found out. They would put chicken blood on their forehead and basically eat that chicken, that same chicken that they put the chicken blood on their forehead. That makes sense. This tradition is actually mostly practiced in provincial areas. Please, someone, if you know about this Filipino tradition or superstition, it's not really a superstition but a tradition, let me know if you've ever seen this happen before, if this ever happened to you. I thought it was really interesting. I honestly don't know why they do that. Yeah, that is it. It's just really funny because I guess now that I'm thinking about it in terms of the Filipino versus American culture, most of my life has been pretty Filipino birthday-esque because of how much my mom loved throwing parties for us as we grew up. In the end, I got to celebrate that part of my culture, which is really nice to think about because I'm always like, oh my gosh, did I not do anything Filipino growing up? But I did, so yay me! If you happen to know about any more Filipino traditions for birthdays, please comment down below. I think these are really interesting. Totally random, but I really wanted to start something where I can go ahead and thank the people who are in the FILAM Fangirl community. Like basically like a mini shout out to all of you who are so amazing and commenting and teaching me more. From now on, I'm going to be doing a subscriber shout out on my videos at the end of the video, just because recently I was thinking about all the ways I could figure out how to incorporate you all into my videos, and this is my way of doing it. So today's subscriber shout out is to Lydia and Kim. Thank you so much for always commenting. They commented in the last video about like the foods that I should eat. Shout out to Lydia for telling me about Flip Crate, so I'm gonna try that, girl. And shout out to Kim for telling me about the actual Filipino brand that people buy for the shrimp crackers. I want to be doing this just because you are all so amazing for commenting down below and interacting with me and actually talking to me, and I just love it. That's basically what this channel is all about. So I try to reply back to you all. That's it. I know for sure I'm not going to be having that Filipino birthday blowout today. All I wanted, I told everyone in my family, all I really want right now is sleep. Just because I'm so tired. So I just want sleep, and I'm gonna rest and recuperate, and I hope that's not a sign of me becoming too old. It's okay, we good, fam. Maraming masaya ako? Is that how you say it? I'm so happy that I am able to share this day with you all. So thank you so much for tuning in today. That's it. Bye!